1882, the BVJS Theater in Boston, here I have a picture of it too. It was an opera house.
Yeah.
It was the first theater
Yeah.
to be electrically illuminated with lights for an opera. Here, we can pass around a picture of this too, if you want to see it. That was an opera house in Boston in, I believe, 1882.
1882.
Mm-hmm. With 650 bulbs for an opera called
Yeah,
Isle
that's the
Land?
BVJS Theater in Boston. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I've been there.
You've been there?
Yeah.
What did you see any shows?
The show, yeah.
Did anyone else like going to theater or to the opera? Has
The
anyone been?
BVJS Theater in
Uh-huh.
Boston.
Has anyone been to the Orpheum downtown to see any shows? I've been before. I've seen The Lion King there, which was a really good show. But yeah, the BVJS Theater, it was the first electrically illuminated theater production in the U.S. in 1882, and since then, I guess it's just been going. Next on this date, in 1895, the White House lit their first Christmas tree in the White House. Does anyone know who the president was in 1895 of the United States?
I don't remember that who.
Can anyone take a guess? Who do you think the president might have been?
1895.
1895.
I don't know. When
It was Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland. This was the very first electrically lit Christmas tree in the White
What was
House.
it, who?
Grover Cleveland. In 1895.
Yeah.
Pass it around.
Oh,
Thomas Edison himself, who created the light bulb, put in the lights on the first Christmas tree in the White House.
Oh,
He did
Really?
it himself, yep.
and what year was that?
1895.
1895.
And here's a picture of
I wasn't even born there.
today's White House Christmas tree. That's today's. Dolores, would you like to look? That's today's White House Christmas tree. It looks a lot different than the first one. A bit more colorful, but that might just be the picture. You mind if I pass this around, Barbara? Is it okay if I pass it?
Sure.
Thank you. This was the very first one. The very first Christmas tree in the White House.
Here you go. Something else to look
Jim,
at.
you want to look at the most recent one? That's today's Christmas tree in the White House.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the old one. The very first one and the most current.
Yeah.
That's the same picture, sorry. Actually, I
Same
handed
one.
it to you. But would you like to look at these
Very
stuff?
good.
That's the one today.
Well, where are you from?
I'm from Memphis.
Memphis.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Oops. My paper's
How did you
messed
get
up.
to Memphis?
I'm sorry?
I said, how did you get to Memphis?
I was born here.
Oh,
I was born here. My
Well,
parents,
that's how you got.
yep, my parents were from Akron, Ohio. Is anyone from Ohio?
yes,
Yes, you are from Ohio. We've talked.
go Bucks.
Go Bucks. So my parents were from Akron, and then they moved to Memphis when my mom was about 7 or 8. So I was born here, but have not left. I've left for vacation, so that's about it. Okay, last on this date, does anybody know who Betty Grable is?
Movie star.
She is a movie star. What, does anyone know what movies she was in?
A lot of, let's see. Let me think.
Here.
You're always good, so I always enjoy her.
Here's a picture of her on, she was featured on Life magazine. They called her Betty Grable, and her famous legs. She looks like she had some really long legs. I think she was a pinup girl too, but here's a picture of her in Life magazine. Can anyone think of any movies she might have been in? Here, I think I wrote some down in case. She was in How to Marry a Millionaire. Anyone seen that one?
I should have watched it.
That sounds familiar.
Do what?
I said I should have watched it.
That whole business, you know, of Betty Grable and whatever they, the tent lineups and everything, it doesn't make nearly the half as to doing it that way. But when you see them in a concert, she and the other ones,
Yeah.
it's just amazing what
Yeah.
they can do.
Yeah, she's also Follow the Fleet, I Wake Up Screaming, Down Argentine Way, and Coney Island. Has anyone seen any of the movies with Betty Grable in it? Sounds like Jim had.
I think one of those sounds familiar.
Yeah, those were just her top 5 though. I think she was in like 40 or so movies. There was a long list, but I didn't write them all down. But
So many of them you can't remember.
yeah. Well, I haven't seen them, but I think I might have to add them to my watch list.